Guys, what is going on? My name is Ryan. I play chess, put my videos on YouTube. Today I wanted to show you a pretty fun game in the King's Gambit, and more specifically a mistake from black in the King's Gambit and how to kind of take advantage of it. So it starts with e4, e5, and f4, and he goes ahead and brings the queen out here, which is the mistake I wanted to talk about. It allows me to just come in here with tempo and check the queen back to this e7 square. I'm now able to just take with the pawn, which is the right move, and he's forced to take with the queen. This allows me to develop my first minor piece, and now the queen, I'm basically asking the queen to stay in the center of the board and let me develop another piece with tempo. He realizes this and moves the queen again. I develop my bishop. I love it here on this light square, eyeing down on the f7 pawn. He goes ahead and brings the knight out to threaten to take this pawn. I'm like, no concern at all to me because I've got this pawn here. I'm not pinned down yet. So I develop a third piece, and he pushes a pawn, which is kind of a pointless move. I go ahead and push a major pawn out into the center, and this allows him to capture on e4. However, I looked a little bit deeper into it, and taking here is a very bad move simply because the development right now is so weak. He makes the mistake and takes right there. This allows me to come in with a pin on the king and ask what the knight is doing here, and simply because he's so underdeveloped. He pushes a pawn, but this is no concern of me for me because I can just take on here. If the queen leaves its post, then the knight can retake. So this knight is feeling real bad right now, and he pushes the only other pawn he had left to defend it. I go ahead and take time to castle, adding another attacker on this file, and again, just questioning his development right now. He goes ahead and takes, or moves the bishop out here, which is kind of a dumb move because now I can come in with check, and that's what I do. He brings the bishop back, and I like this knight move here for a few reasons. First reason is that it prevents him from castling on the king side. It does relinquish this pin on the king, but that's fine because I have a nice discovered check if he does move this bishop by moving my knight here to c6 and then recapturing with the queen on the queen. Also, lastly and most importantly, is it threatens mate in 1 with g6 here, and I would essentially win this rook in this exchange. So he goes ahead and makes a mistake of bringing the knight out. It's a mistake because it blocks in this bishop, and this knight was never going to retake here anyways. I go ahead and threaten mate in 1. He protects mate in 1 with queen here. I take the time to connect my pawn chain and come in with a tempo on the knight. This also allows me to develop my last minor piece into the game and earn a tempo on the queen at the same time. He drops back. I bring my bishop out. And he does what was arguably his best move, which is to bring the knight right here and threaten an exchange of pieces, an exchange of queens. I go ahead and take the exchange. I take this queen, and he takes my queen. However, I'm able to come in with the bishop. I'm still threatening this rook right here. I'm threatening to take this rook right here, or this knight, basically. Again, if you look at my development right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers in the game, and there's this lonely knight right here on e4. He goes ahead and drops back. I just take it on because the only thing holding me back from taking this rook right here is the king taking my bishop. So I go ahead and take that away from him, and I come in here with check, and he had enough and resigned. He cannot move towards the rook at all. He's forced to move back this way because this bishop is taking away the light squares, and this knight is taking away his dark squares, so he only has 2 squares to go. Once I take on this rook right here, it's basically going to be game over simply because he's so far behind in development right now. All my pieces are working well together, and it was basically a ruined game at that point. Anyways, I liked this game because it showed how to exploit a slight mistake in the opening of the King's Gambit. I hope you learned something, and I wish you the best of luck in your chess. What's up, guys? Thanks again for watching my video here today. I really appreciate it, and if you have any questions about any specific moves or anything about the game, please leave them below. I'd love to answer those. And last but not least, if you got anything out of this video at all, or you just simply enjoyed it, I would highly encourage you to subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and that way you can, get in touch with any future videos that I put out. Anyways, have a good rest of your day, and good luck in your chess.